Combining matumbo and spinach is a match made in heaven because it turns out very delicious. So that is what we are going to be making today, and it's going to be very easy and simple, and it's going to turn out amazing. For this recipe, I'm going to be using very few fresh ingredients, and I have some tomatoes, onions, and coriander. I have a bunch of spinach, cooking oil, a seasoning cube, a beef stock cube, which is quite optional, salt, and the key ingredient is tripe, that is your matumbo. So I have half a kg of tripe that I've thoroughly washed to get rid of any dirt in the tripe. So I'm going to get straight into making this delicious matumbo and spinach recipe, which is going to turn out awesome. I'm going to pick a pan, and over medium flame I'm going to add in about a tablespoon of cooking oil, spread in the pan, wait for around 30 seconds, and then I'm going to be cooking my tripe or boiling my tripe until tender. Once the pan is nice and hot, I'm going to transfer in my matumbo. Pick a spatula, and then I'm going to be cooking my matumbo until tender. I'm not going to be adding in any water to cook my matumbo because as you wash your matumbo, it's going to soak in water. So when you place into the pan to cook, it's going to release the water, which is going to help the matumbo to soften up. After around 30 minutes, my matumbo is very tender and the aroma in the kitchen is so good because as you can hear, there's a popping sound from the matumbo, which is searing. So I'm going to add in a tablespoon more cooking oil, add in some onions, and cook for around a minute until the onions are soft. So as the matumbo is searing, I'm going to add in one seasoning cube and a beef stock cube, which is going to add immense flavor to the matumbo. Stir in. And at this point, I'm going to be chopping up my spinach, which are nice and clean. So using a sharp knife, I'm going to hold my spinach tightly, just like this. Cut out some of the stalks and chop. You can roughly chop up your spinach because it's going to wilt down as it's cooking. So once done, I'm going to chop up my spinach once more. Just look at the searing. Look how delicious the matumbo is looking. So I'm going to add in 3 diced tomatoes. Stir in. You're going to cook your tomatoes for around 2 minutes or so. And I'm also going to be making a side dish that is ugali, which is my favorite when it comes to matumbo. So I have some flour, that is maize flour. I'm going to pick a small pot, add in water, around 3 cups of water, and over medium-high flame, I'm going to wait for the water to come to a boil. Check on my matumbo. When the tomatoes are well cooked, this is how they're going to be looking. So next, I'm going to check the seasoning. Yum! Absolutely love, but I need a little bit more salt. So I'm going to add in around a quarter teaspoon to fully season my matumbo with spinach. Stir in. Yeah, this is going to be so good. I always get excited when it comes to delicious food. So once done, I'm going to add in my spinach, which is chopped up. Toss the spinach. It's going to take around a minute for the spinach to wilt down and to cook through. So you're going to stir in as everything is cooking. Once the water has come to a boil, you're going to scoop out some of the water and place aside. Then you're going to gradually add in your maize flour. Using a spatula, you're going to stir in the maize flour into the water until it's fully absorbed. And that is going to take around 30 seconds to a minute. If you notice that you have added in a lot of flour, simply add in the reserved water that we scooped out and stir in the ugali until it's very smooth and soft. My spinach and matumbo is ready, so I'm going to garnish with some coriander just to add in a very nice coriander flavor. And then you're going to put out the flames because you don't want to overcook your spinach. You need the spinach to have a nice green color so that it can turn out delicious. Then you're going to be cooking your ugali for around 3 to 4 minutes or until you catch a very nice smoky flavor from the ugali. After 3 minutes, my ugali is ready, so I'm going to use my spatula and mold. This is how we do it. Then I'm going to transfer to a plate. So using my kitchen towel, I'm going to hold my sufuria because it's very hot. Flip on my plate, flip once more, just like that. And then I'm going to use my spatula and mold once more. I'm going to serve my ugali and add in my spinach and matumbo. When done plating, everything is going to be looking absolutely amazing. And let me tell you, the spinach and matumbo is going to slap. 100% recommend you trying out this recipe. So the avocado is going to add in creaminess, and the ugali is the perfect side dish when it comes to matumbo because it makes everything so delicious. Hope you'll be giving this recipe a try.